yes, I should tell you that the situation is very calm as we expected. And this is because the situation here was worked out in such a way that it gave time to many people to vote ahead of today, which is the national voting day for everybody, where, for instance, the elderly people could apply to be given that opportunity to vote, not at the polling station, at their residential areas. And that has reduced the queues in today's voting process. For instance, at various points that we visited, there were literally, let's say, low turnout because of that process that has taken place ahead of the election today, meaning that so many people, especially the elderly, the sick people, people working in special fields, for instance, police officers, nurses, and doctors. Those are people that we are taught have already casted their votes in the previous 2 days, that is from the 27th to the 28th, making today's process much easier, much flexible, and so on. And perhaps just to tell you that this year's election is the first time that the process for the elements of independent candidates has come into the elections, because previously there were no independent candidates participating in this democratic process. But now it is the first time that this country is observing the participation of such people. So in the morning we have witnessed the president of the country, who's also the president of the ANC, and his wife voting at the Chiawelo voting station, which is in Soweto. And this is the area at Ward 11 where he grew up. It's actually his home area, and that's why he voted there. But the situation was very calm. It was not congested. It was not, let's say, overcrowded by police officers or security officers, for instance. It took place in a very, very normal, calm situation. Of course, other political parties could be visible outside the polling stations in their party regardless, because that is allowed here. And it's also very easy to predict or assume or make an assumption as to which party might have made it much better than the others because of the party regardless that you can see as people are voting. They are voting in their party colors. Obviously, you can see which party members are arriving in big numbers. And so on. So, but of course, that will be justified when the final results are out on the 2nd of June, which is Sunday.
Very much indeed. Mr. Amutse, of course, you are there as an observer. Just talk to us about the specific things that you are looking at as election observers. And you did say that you are satisfied with the process so far, but perhaps you can just pinpoint some of the voting stations that you visited as well.
Thank you very much. That's a very good question. Obviously, those are the protocols, international protocols that people normally observe to see to it whether they were adhered to by the hosting country. In this case, to see whether they present a situation and condition for people to vote freely and fairly without intimidation to make their democratic choice. So those are the ethics that people are looking at normally of the observers. And we are also observing how people are conducting the house-to-house campaigns, which is still ongoing while other people are voting.